Hello everybody, welcome back to Wednesday Fitness. So today I'm going to share with you guys an ab workout, which is great, especially if you are going to go on a run. And since I'm about to go do that, I decided, hey, let me share one of my ab workouts to inspire and encourage you guys to keep on with your fitness journey. So let's go ahead and get onto a mat. Now, if you are just in your home, perfect. But like I said, I always love working out outdoors, so I decided I would. So let's go ahead and get down on the floor. We're just gonna do a couple of warm-ups first, and then we'll get into our ab workout. So especially because I'm gonna be going on a run, I wanna make sure that I'm really ready for it. So I'm gonna just do a couple of stretches here, inhaling, exhaling. Very good. And you can just roll your ankles around as you're doing this. This is going to definitely help loosen up the joints and be prepared for that run, especially when you're thinking about the impact that you're going to be making. Go ahead and switch sides onto, the pavement or the sidewalk. Okay. Now, if you're out in the country, I envy you because I love trail runs. They're really fun. Okay, inhale, exhale, get a nice deep stretch here, and try to lengthen that leg out as much as you can by pressing your knees down and pushing the back of your leg down into the mat to really lengthen and stretch that hip out. Inhale, exhale, good. Draw both in. Inhale, exhale. You can go ahead and round out. If you see my eyes kind of moving around, it's because I'm just like looking at the leaves above me, and they're just so beautiful. And I love how it's, the weather is changing, and now we're seeing leaves falling. It's just so beautiful. Okay, let's stretch out. Grab your toes. You can grab them, stretch them out. Get a nice hamstring stretch here. Inhale, exhale. Nice deep breath. And try to push your knees away from you to really lengthen those hamstrings. Very good. Awesome, guys. That's wonderful. All right. Now that we've already gotten some good stretches there, let's go ahead and start off with our ab workout. We're just going to do a couple of basics. We're going to start off with regular crunches. You're going to inhale, exhale, making sure you're lifting your shoulder blades off the ground and coming all the way up. Here we go. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3 more, 13, 14, and 15. Good, making sure we're not straining our neck. Okay, we're going to stick our hands underneath our glutes, kind of get a little cushion there. We're going to straighten out our legs. Now, if you can't get your legs completely about 6 inches off the ground, that's okay. You might want to lift it up a little higher depending on your strength level, okay? I like to lift my head slightly off the ground and do some flutter kicks here. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. All right, coming right back, and we're just going to do a little mini circuit here and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good job. All right, hands underneath the hips again, and let's do those flutter kicks. Now, if you can't get your head completely to come up because it strains your neck, go ahead and just keep it down. Okay, here we go. And lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Great job. Okay. let's go ahead and do alternating crunches. So it's just bringing, or bicycles, people can call them bicycles, but I feel like the difference between these ones and bicycles is that your legs aren't up. Usually bicycles, you stretch the leg out. These ones we're kind of doing more of a march, okay? And you want to really, a slight pelvic tilt on this one to help engage the lower abdominal muscles. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Good job. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Good job. Let's go ahead and do Russian twist. Coming up, get some of that transverse muscles. And now you can lean back. Now, if you want to get a little bit more advanced, lift those legs up and then rotate, tapping slightly to the other side without falling over. Or you can just keep your heels down. It is up to you. Okay, let's go ahead and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Great job. Let's hit right back down. And we're going to do those marching crunches. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Good job. All right, coming up for that Russian twist. Inhale, exhale. You can lift up or keep them down. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Good job, guys. Excellent work. All right, the next one is probably one of my go-tos, which I don't mind. You can call them long arm sit-ups. You can have your hands above your head or above your chest, but making sure that you're not really using your arms to like flail you up like that. It's more using your core all the way up, touching. Okay, so don't, make sure you're not cheating and using momentum. Instead, you're using your core. Here we go. Inhale, exhale, and up. Good job. 1, 2, 3. Now, if this is too challenging for you, try just doing regular crunches and like reaching your hands above the knees. And sometimes that will just be as effective as doing this. But it's up to you, you know. I think it's really important to work with what your body is able to do and not give up just because it feels a little challenging. Last 2, I feel like I'm scooting forward here. Last one. Good job. Okay, so sometimes you might slide backwards or keep inching. All right, now we're going to sit up tall. Now, if you have lower back issues, feel free to place your hands here when you're doing these. And if you don't, you can place them here. And you're just going to do leg lifts and working both hip flexors and quads and also core at the same time. Okay, here we go. Lean back and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Good job. All right, lay right back down for those long arm crunches. Here we go. And begin. 1, 2, 3. Great work, guys. Getting that core workout done. And we are enjoying it. Okay, I don't know if I'd say maybe you're not enjoying it. Maybe it's really, really challenging and you're like, this stinks. And that's okay. I know some people that have worked out with me that often despise my ab workouts, but it is really, I think, a mental mind game. At least a lot of the exercises can be. All right, one more. Good job, guys. All right, let's keep that sitting up. Keep ourselves sitting up, and we're going to go ahead, lean back slightly, engage our quads. Inhale, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Great job. All right, we're going to go ahead and get right onto our side. We want to work these love handles, okay? Now, what you can do is stack 1 foot. You're going to bend your legs so that way you have your knees stacked on top of each other and your feet are straight, and we're going to do hip dips. Make sure that your elbow is directly underneath that shoulder so you have full support. It's very important. Hands on your hip, lift it up. Okay, and we're coming up and down. 1, good, 2, 3, 4, great work, guys. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. All right, switch sides. Flip over here. Really important when doing these is you try to keep your feet and your shoulders aligned. So you make a straight line with your body. Here we go. 1, 2, keep it going. 3. Perfect job, guys. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Excellent. All right. We did both those sides. Ooh, my socks are picking up stuff. Okay. Since I'm already facing this way, we'll just do the exercise here. All right. Next thing we're going to do is where we're going to do kind of like bicycles, except we're sitting up. So it's going to be crunching this way and alternating. All right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Great job. All right, let's flip over to our side to get those hip dips. Okay, and get ready. Scoot forward a little bit more on my mat and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Great job. All right, flip over, switch sides. Okay. Keep everything aligned. Here we go. And lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Great job. All right, flip over and sit on your bum. And we're going to go ahead and do those alternating knee tucks. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Good job. I almost stopped it, forgetting. All right, we're going to go ahead, lay back down, and we're going to do leg lifts, okay? Hands underneath your hip, straighten out your legs. Now, if you find doing both legs at the same time very challenging, then just alternate, alternate those leg lifts. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and a lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Great job. Okay. It's going to be reverse crunches. So crossing the legs. Now you can fully extend if you want and then bring the hip up. It is up to you, or maintain a kind of 90-degree angle and then just lift slightly. You only need a little lift. One thing that's really important is don't slam your back into your mat. You really just want to hike your hips up just a little bit and drop it down, but obviously with total control. If that's too hard, then just do straight out and then tuck the hip until you kind of feel your glutes kind of lift up completely off. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Good job. All right. So we're repeating these two. These are our last exercises. When I said last exercise, I meant the last two. Okay. So we are coming right back up with those leg lifts. All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're doing great. You're almost there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, keep going, 14, and 15. Good job. Okay, these are the last ones and one of the more challenging ones. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Cross those legs and lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Whew, great work, everybody. Well done. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this Wednesday Fitness, and I hope this ab workout really burnt your abs a bit. And if it didn't, feel free to rewatch or try another one of my workout videos and see if it doesn't challenge you there. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. May you live, thrive, and be healthy. Oh, and don't forget, I do have classes coming up, and so feel free to check out my website, as there are plenty of classes that are going to start showing up on. And you can kind of convert the times if you're not on EST time. So they are based off of that. But would love to see any of you guys on my workout classes. And with that said, may live, dive, and be healthy. You guys take care. Bye.